ChatGPT is amazing. I'm so glad I'm living in the 21st century. I can't believe people are being afraid of this amazing technology. I literally just told ChatGPT to draw Bernie Sanders holding a flag that says democracy for all, and it did that in 1 minute. I mean, if you really closely look, there's something wrong with the ear and the glass, but everything else is pretty good. I mean, you can just change this with Photoshop. A feat I couldn't achieve even if I gave the best painters all my life saying any part of our history. This is truly revolutionary. You haven't seen what generative AI does to education systems, to the flow of information, and how much resources it requires. Yeah, you're blind to its impact because it doesn't affect you. That's bullshit and you know it. Just saying, the best painters in the world wouldn't have fucked up Bernie's ear. Look closer. If the ear really continued naturally, you will see some of it through his glass lens. I think he was referring to the 1 minute part specifically. Yeah, but good art takes time and love. That's just a product he posted. A shitty rushed out product made by something that doesn't understand anatomy or lighting or soul. Now come on, have a good take challenge. Impossible. The best I can give AI art is that sometimes it makes blunders that are really funny. Tell them about fentanyl or send a picture if you want it. To this, I started attending college in January of 2024 and holy shit, I didn't think it was possible to hate group project even more than I already did. I have fought tooth and nail in every group project I've been in over the past year to ensure they weren't using AI or plagiarizing. Like, you've got to be fucking kidding me, dude. Code of conduct clearly states that you get suspended for the semester on first offense and expelled after the next. Why are these stupid fucking college kids throwing their academic careers into jeopardy because they didn't want to take a couple of extra hours to do the work? I'm doing a book report right now and the teacher is so concerned about people cheating and using AI that not only do we have to turn in a paper copy, we also have to turn in the assignment to an AI detection program that will automatically result in a 0 if it comes back red. And if he wants to ensure we're actually reading the book, so we have to take notes on every single chapter and turn that in as well. And he's not grading any papers without the book notes attached. The fact that these students cut corners so frequently that teachers have to effectively double the workload just to ensure they're doing it is fucking ludicrous. I hate this shit, and I'm a writer. Fuck AI, except for Neurosama. That's my girl for real. Alright, back to work. AI sucks. Support real artists. Boycott Nintendo piece. Dude, AI art is picked for funny things like random jokes. Hilarious, like this image's peak. It could not be made by a thinking mind. AI one was pretty good though. People that use AI art only want the product though. It's never gonna actually use an image of Bernie waving that flag. I'm gonna use it in a thumbnail. I don't give a shit about your fucking copyright laws or your fucking bullshit effects, snowflake effects. Yeah, it's concerning how almost every student uses it. Fortunately, my closest classmates don't use it, but we're the exception. Even our teachers use it to answer our questions and generate their exam subjects. Like, bro, if I wanted an answer generated by ChatGPT, I'd have asked ChatGPT, not you. Man, you guys are so dumb. Oh, top 10 arguments, not this one. All of this just made my opinion of teachers not needing high salaries. We're gonna use AI in the future, all the time. Instead of preparing for that, teachers are banning it? Why even bother going to school when you can learn everything online? The only reason to go to school is social gatherings and friend making for me. At that point, work is just better because you make money. But I do advocate for 4 work days in a week so you have 3 days to improve yourself by using the internet. The internet is the greatest teacher and self-learning is essential now and forever. Did the men who invent college go to college? This is the same bullshit that happened when a bunch of morons started destroying machineries during the Industrial Revolution. Life is made easier by new technology, you fools. I wouldn't be here talking to you if it weren't for technology. I gotta destroy the internet too because we gotta support the guy who brings letters by riding a horse across countries. not really compatible at all. I personally don't think the hate AI gets is justified at all, but that doesn't mean that AI is at a level where it can replace people learning things. Well, I didn't exactly say it was gonna completely replace, especially right now, but it's pretty close. I think in 10 years time it might happen. AI is great if you want to generate a quick image to use for personal use or as a joke. If you actually want something of quality, you won't get around hiring an actual human. The same thing can be said about generative AI like ChatGPT. Hell, it can't even solve basic math equations at times. Sure, it's a nice tool, but that's it. A tool. AI can't yet and shouldn't ever replace anyone. Saying schools are not needed to learn because you can learn everything online, including from AI, is honestly extremely stupid. Sometimes you do need a second-hand opinion on certain subject matters that are also harder for teachers, but I also think that's kind of bullshit because I think private tutoring and you choosing your teachers is far more effective because the attention that goes into an entire class, and the class also like talking to one another and disrupting the classes really fucks with your education also. If you ignore the biggest point that school is supposed to teach you how to actually learn, complete works in a level that will allow you to attend a college later in life. Personally, I'd prefer to have a lawyer doctor that actually learned their stuff and doesn't ask ChatGPT what to do next while he's cutting me up. There's still so many things wrong with that statement. One of the most obvious being no child will sit down and learn stuff in their free time if we didn't force them. That's so fucked up, man. It's so fucked up that we have to force children to learn, and like this isn't the normal. Like this guy is saying that basically forced child labor is a good thing. If you force the children to learn, that's basically is forced child labor. Really, I'm gonna acknowledge here. There are different types of learners. By nature, learning from this personal AI may suffice for one type of learner, but the other types of learners need to learn too. This is a requirement only a flexible human can meet. I work as a loan manager, and as a loan manager, I'll tell you after analyzing people's personal information that there are many people who make crazy bucks who never graduated high school. School is a scam. You can learn a lot from working or from free content online. Schools should not be mandatory. I honestly think children should work in jobs that physically fit them from time to time to save themselves from a massive disillusionment that may happen because of schools brainwashing them into thinking good grades equal money and success, which is further from the truth. There is, however, a basic level of education nearly all people need. Anything up to grade 6 is baseline mandatory for functioning society. Yes, reading, writing, basic math. Granted, if you are doing a job, you'll also use these abilities, so if the company is good at teaching, it's almost good as school. The work just has to be safe and doesn't require physical toll on children like lifting heavy things. Oh, well, he likes democracy. He likes what he calls democracy. How's my democracy not democracy? It's more democratic than any democracy we have today. You can't seriously think that we have today is a democracy. People, the masses don't like or don't know are entering Congress through party lists. There are way too few options on ballots, and electoral college is all sorts of wrong. You called mall rankings a good political system. Self-learning isn't suited for everyone, and you underestimate the value of having someone guide people for what to learn in what order for a specific field, and that same person being able to actually answer questions correctly, whereas LLM are just meant to generate text with no guarantee about its correctness. And I don't know about you, but in almost every case I witnessed of students using AI, the use of AI actually decreased the amount of things they're learning, since it just does work for them. It's pretty good. I'm talking about Mao. There's nothing really wrong with the system. In fact, you said something undemocratic, calling people emotional and irresponsible for changing their votes. People can make mistakes, but they also can quickly amend it with Mao's system. AI also accelerates the spread of misinformation by making generating fake content easier, and the ability to have bots spread specific opinions on massive scales. And whoever controls the AI platforms controls what said AI can or cannot say. I'll skip over the part where AI probably will make socializing even more difficult than it is now, which will fuck up our collective mental health even further. My last point is often ignored, but AI requires a lot a lot of energy in order to be trained and used. In a world where our ability to provide energy is finite, and all this training is done in electronic equipment in which production is very harmful to the environment. Open mines causing a lot of deforestation, requiring a lot of energy, and just being harmful to whoever does the mining. This just can't be going on forever. All of this just to have a learning tool that's marginally more convenient to use than a public library, and probably on the same level of convenience as a search engine. Energy use and environmental issues are a problem. It is actually the only real problem of AI. But only AI training requires that much energy, and I find more issue of proper management and pricing of water and environmental resources and energy than AI. Besides, if AI program developers can make a profit out of it with this little people actually paying for it, I'm sure that that energy, water, and resource usage of AI isn't as much as you think. It's also possible that the cost will decrease with further research and development. Funny news, ChatGPT isn't actually profitable. The only reason OpenAI stays afloat is that they have many big tech companies backing them up financially. It's not because there are things that are more harmful to the environment than AI, and AI isn't extremely harmful to the environment. Yes, most of the energy needed by AI is required for the training process, but ChatGPT is really trained from scratch every like 3 to 4 months, and maintaining all of the services required to run and provide ChatGPT also has big environmental cost. And that's just for ChatGPT. Now every big companies want their own LLM, which will require its own training. It's likely these energy costs will be decreased in future, but this decreasing cost will most likely lead to rebound effects that will end up consuming more. That doesn't make any sense. Why would less energy consumption rebound into more energy? That's kind of stupid. Like every prior IT-related cost savings we've seen. It's funny how you say it's the only real problems of AI without even addressing the other problems that brought up. Because the other problems are bullshit. There are programs that know what is AI generated and what is not. Nakama supporting AI, typical Nakama, I guess. 13 everyday technologies that once terrified humanity. This is also a very interesting article that you should probably read. For example, trains and planes. When the world's first public railway opened in 1824, many people were mortified. Surely the human body could not withstand the grueling velocity of 40 miles per hour. People believe the speed will rip you apart or you will suffocate. Even for thoroughbred horses could travel at the speed or more for short bursts. The people of the time believed traveling in a train was inherently different from being on a horse, especially with all that smoke, soot, and noise. Now, of course, nothing happened. Later on, planes were the next big phobia. But given you'd have to fly every day for 22 years to be involved in a failed aircraft accident, which is very different than actual car travel, a fear of flying is just plain crazy. Yes, it's also absolutely true that traveling by car is actually more dangerous than traveling by plane. Telephones. Millennials may be shocked, but telephones weren't an immediately loved invention. Concerns range from elderly people worrying that contact will electrocute them, men worrying wives will spend too much time gossiping on them, and many believing the lines were conduits of evil spirits. Because of this, many phone lines were stolen and sabotaged. It's for the people's own good, after all. Television, light switches, Wi-Fi, microwaves, radio, cinemas, VHS, robots, text messaging, Video games writing. How is AI different than any of these instances in history? You're just paranoid because AI didn't exist when you were born. Same with cyber democracy. People are so fucking afraid of change that they want to live in ignorance forever. I enjoy life because it always has new surprises. I'm all about the new. Laughing my ass off. And to think some people thought Elon Musk was Tony Stark. But never mind, Marvel is a stupid franchise anyway. I guess Elon really is like Tony because he's afraid of Ultron. Why just this week, Silicon Valley billionaire Elon Musk declared that machines imbued with general intelligence and self-learning pose a fundamental risk to the existence of human civilization to be a bunch of US politicians. Until people see robots going down the street killing people, they don't know how to react because it seems so ethereal. Marvel is fine, fell off for definitely after Endgame. My favorite Marvel movies are Civil War and Guardians 1. The others are alright. Look everyone, I just invented a wheel. Just think of all the great uses. We'll be able to move things from one place to another. It'll help with construction, all sorts of things that we can only dream of. No big deal, it can't even auto steer. Scaling it up will never achieve speeds of 60 miles per hour. Bad people will use it to do bad things. Only the rich will have wheels. Wheels will be used for war. What could go wrong? It will take the jobs of people who carry things. What could go wrong? Hey, democracy. I also made this using AI. It's pretty cool. It also look. Oh yeah. Should I messed up Naruto's shirt? It kind of messed up Naruto's shirt here. Nakama AI art, I suppose. Hashtag Nakama AI art. You're implying that TV and social media had no impact on society. Come on, you gotta admit this is cool. It's not because all of this technology were widely adapted, they were good, and other technology will be good. It's okay to we gotta stop the class. No. You're saying that no to come on, this is cool. Yeah, it fixed it. Told GPT fix it, it fixed it easy. Yeah, like it is so good. Like I used to use AI art for my web novels, and those art had problems, and there was no way to like give prompts to those art. Like I was using Wi-Fi Labs, and you had to generate it randomly, and you had to pick what you like from those randomly generated AIs. And now you can generate what you want with the prompts. Like look at this, it's so good. Enjoy whatever you're doing, bro. I'm muting this channel. Now come on, can you send your iconic messages? I want to immortalize you in this server. ChatGPT and AI is pretty damn cool. You can always log off of Discord and touch some grass if you truly believe that. The positives outweigh the bad. Nice ideas, you should do the same. Dude, I work 8 to 9 hours a day. Let me have my fun. Why did you say that? As the majority of people in the server don't also have jobs. The self-aggrandizing is crazy. Well, I don't have a job yet. I might soon, hopefully. I didn't think about that. You're assuming a lot of things, yeah. Also, goddammit, the stupid moral protection of AI is causing it to be restricted. And because of patents and copyright and trade secrets, we can have more competition. I know training this and generating isn't cheap, but 3 images per day? Come on, we gotta do better than that. Dude, can anyone draw Naruto and Shiro doing a V-sign at the screen with fireworks in the background for free in 5 minutes in a good art styles? Of course you can, but AI can. I don't understand why you guys are just so mad at AI. Legitimately, the socialists were right about almost everything. Damn the okay, I'm going about. There are definitely people who can draw that in 5 minutes, but they aren't doing it for free. Yes, exactly. Also, can they do it in 5 minutes? I don't see how the speed at which the art comes out makes it better. It's better, of course. Everything in life in these days are all about speed. Job is about speed. The transportation is about speed. Everything's about speed and time. Come on. As of right, I'm passionate about the process. No one is going to watch an artist's underdog story where they just did everything first try in one day. Why do you want people to struggle? There are so many bullshit things you can do in real life can turn into an underdog story. You can like grab a message, handwritten letter, and go across countries trying to deliver that and call that an underdog story against Discord messages. You can also go to everyone's doorsteps, show a video that you made, and then gain likes by people literally writing hand signatures because you think that YouTube is a scam, that it doesn't have true passion. So you can just go to everyone's doorsteps and showing videos to them and then getting likes or something. AI completely removes the human element of struggling and learning and improving from the picture. I'm gonna use Toby Fox as an example because I'm drawing a blank on examples of humble beginnings, but Undertale was not Toby's first foray into game development. He'd been making ROM hacks for Earthbound and composing music for literal years. You look at finished product and you think, that's the art, that's the product, the art is the process. AI art is not art, it's product, nothing more. I'll go as far as to say AI is an affront to creativity itself. If you have creativity to create the prompt, you have not created a product. You have created an idea. Cultivating that idea into something through effort and failure and struggle and perseverance is what makes art so unique and special. It's why it's a form of expression, your idea, in your ways to the best of your ability. No one can write your story the same way you will write your story. It's if you feed your idea into AI and make something, you didn't make shit. I'm a real fucking boomer about this, but I hate AI. It's so rare that it's used ethically. Shout out to Vettel 1987. I will use it to check grammar and punctuation stuff. And admittedly, ChatGPT-4 is very helpful for answering more precise questions, but for creativity, fuck that. I'm also not worried about AI sentience uprising because I don't believe sentience is something that can be learned. To each their own, all I see is a product that is doing infinitely more harm than good, and one that will continue to do so. With no guarantee as to whether these answers are correct or bullshit. I mean, like, how do I change settings on X device? I work for a Greek SWAT tech team for Best Buy, and sometimes my older clients come in with oldest computers known to man, and I have to look up how to change settings on them. Being able to say that didn't work, are there any alternatives to ChatGPT is actually very nice. With Google, I'd have to come up with an entirely new search query to hopefully get different results. GPT just goes, oh, try this instead. To be fair, I have a job, but unlike Nakama, I don't work 8 to 9 hours a day. I work like 35 hours a day, making mad cash flow. A person that's not an artist is not passionate about it though. They just want a quick image generated. I know, that's why I'm saying they aren't artists. I think it's okay to generate images for non-commercial. Wow, so cool pictures. What's wrong with commercial use? Boogiepop even admitted that they were using AI for commercial use. Yeah, I agree. My stance on AI is this. My opinion on the matter is as long as AI is used for personal use or harmless fun stuff, I use it in my D&D campaign, for example, I don't see the issue. Even a freaking Nearfan or Silver admitted to using AI for their job, so that's bullshit. You are using it for commercial use. Obviously, using anything for harmful things is bad not because of the tools that are being used, but because of the intentions and the person doing harmful things. Like, you are using computers to hack elections or doing other things, like those are harmful things. I'm on the evil side of history anyways. I'm actively making these motherfuckers better. Nakama is praising this like some sort of incredible achievement for artistic endeavors. It is an incredible achievement for technological achievements, okay? Maybe in some ways you can call it artistic, but I think definitions for art is kind of bullshit. It's so bullshit. And I wrote a paragraph about why he is stupid for that. Actually, the different learning type swing is a myth. Personally, I got an awesome image like shooting sniper at gun range. I think that's a pretty epic. That's wrong. You can look it up. There's basically no data supporting it. Auditory visuals kinesthetic learning is absolutely a thing, and different preferences between the three also exist.